Citizens of manhood, coming at you with another one, man. So just wanted to talk about something real quick. I had an eventful evening while traveling to Vegas for the CME conference, and got knocked off a schedule. Had a little situation that happened. So what I want to talk about is how to avoid women on their power trips. Like Spider-Man's uncle said, with great power comes great responsibility. Unfortunately, nowadays, a lot of women are given authority that they don't necessarily respect. They kind of throw it around willy-nilly whenever the fuck they feel offended or their feelings get hurt. If they can't retaliate with legit terms, they'll use the long arm of the law or whatever other power that they can wield that they haven't quite earned themselves, which is a reoccurring theme that I've noticed. When women are given a little bit of authority, they tend to abuse it. We're pretty familiar with the threat and the risk of false allegations, women claiming things were done or said that might not have been. Looks like in most cases aren't. Yeah, man, but the point is you guys got to be really careful, man. You guys got to be careful. This shit can happen at any time, anywhere. And unfortunately, we just don't have the credibility, man. We're really not in a position to defend ourselves. You know, if a chick says something was said or something that was done, even if people know it's bullshit, you're still gonna have to suffer the consequences, man, unfortunately. So yeah, man, I just wanted to share two experiences where that's happened to me. Pretty much my only two experiences, which I consider myself fucking lucky, fucking fortunate, bro. With the attitude that I have, the way I carry myself, you would think this shit would happen to me every motherfucking day. But today, unfortunately, I had to fucking take Spirit to Vegas from Miami, which is some shit that I usually would never do, is fly fucking Spirit. I'm usually American Airlines, but they just didn't have anything available that got me there when I wanted to be there. So not only did I have to fly Spirit, but I had to fucking fly connecting flight. So it was cool. I just wanted to be in Vegas a couple days early. I wanted to do some interviews with some chicks, man, on the strip. So I said, fuck it, let me get there a couple days early. That way I could focus on the conference for those days and get that out of the way. So anyway, the connecting flight was from Miami to, from Fort Lauderdale to Louisville, which I'm in now. I've never been to fucking Louisville, so it's the first time in Louisville, Kentucky. So yeah, man, I was on the fucking flight, minding my business, wearing my mask, you know, good old boy. And I was just getting a lot of fucking aggressive vibes from the flight attendants, all of them actually. Of course, they were all unattractive. They all hit the goddamn wall, which is a shame within itself, because the concept and idea of flight attendants and stewardess are supposed to be young, petite, beautiful, attractive, submissive, cooperative women that make flying, a pleasant experience. But that was back when flights were a new concept. Planes were a new forms of transportation. Mostly only businessmen were flying back then, and I guess they had to appeal to their market. You let a little bit of feminism get in there, and next thing you know, the job is sexist. They're objectifying women, blah, blah, blah. And now you got fucking fat land whales as your flight attendants, or overweight gay guys, one or the other. So that's what you get nowadays. No more cute petite chicks. Unless you fly in Latin America. In Latin America, the stewardess are still fucking fitting that protocol. They're still young, hot, in great shape, soft-spoken, for the most part, especially in Colombia, Mexico, South America and shit like that. Anyway, back to the story. So yeah, man, I just felt a lot of flames coming off these fucking dragons, bro. I knew something was gonna happen. These bitches just didn't like me on sight. I don't know if my girl's too hot or, you know, I'm in too good a shape. I don't know what it is, but I was getting a lot of aggressive tones, a lot of condescending comments. So I knew it was coming eventually. So after getting off the flight, the chick was a little pushy about, you know, you gotta hurry up and get off the flight. I like to wait till everybody else gets off the fucking flight, bro. I don't like people bumping into me, touching me and shit. So she was being a dick. You know, so I kind of say, yo, man, you know, ease up, sis. You know, give me a minute, man. I hear you. I guess she didn't like the fact that I wasn't just like bowing down to the authority that she thought she had. Sure enough, when I got back on the plane, it was the same fucking staff, bro. So she already started off rip with the condescending comments. Oh, welcome back. And she was pushing buttons. I wasn't responding. You know, I took my seat or whatever, you know, got my charger, got my bag situated, paid for my Wi-Fi, you know, want to watch some fucking YouTube, you know, I got to keep up on the manosphere, and, you know, I'm sipping on my fucking water, you know, I keep the water flowing through, and, you know, she comes over and starts fucking with me about the mask. Oh, man, you got to keep the mask on. I said, listen, I'm like actively drinking the water, you know, the announcement said that if I'm eating or drinking, you know, I can do my thing. She said, well, you got to keep putting the mask up after every sip. I said, what? After every sip? That's ridiculous. So, you know, she walked away. I put my mask up or whatever. You know, it's not even that I wasn't complying. I just was like, you know, that's kind of a silly, you know, silly expectation. But I said, whatever, you know, I put my mask on. Next thing I know, a dude comes on and he says, hey, man, you know, because of these restrictions and so on and so forth, we're going to have to ask you to keep your mask up. I said, dude, my mask is on. And he says, oh, well, you know, she said she had to ask you to put your mask on and you didn't. I said, but I did. And it's on now. Like, it was on before you even got over here. I don't understand why she would tell you to come tell me what she already told me, and I complied. And as he was like, you know, we were talking, you know, calmly cool. You know, guys come with a different demeanor. You know, they don't come over with the power trip. As we were talking, the dude across from our seats, he leans over and he says, hey, man, I saw the whole thing. The guy put his mask on immediately and, you know, he's had it on. He didn't, there was no issue. And he says, oh, okay, well, you know, this is just what they told me or whatever. I said, dude, do me a favor. Go over there and ask her exactly what her problem is and what she's accusing me of. Now, that's where I fucked up at. That's where I fucked up at. I should have just left it at that. Because when the dude came to me, he didn't come to me to ask me to get off the plane. He just came to say, hey, man, you got to keep the mask on. Of course, it was already on. So he went, he said something with her, a little, you know, in the back. Next thing I know, he goes to the front of the plane. He talks to the staff up there. Then he comes back to my seat and he says, hey, man, listen, they made the call. They decided to just ask you to get off the plane. I said, whoa. What the fuck was you talking about? Like, get off the plane for what? You know, he went on to say, listen, I don't got nothing to do with it. That's their call. They made their call. There's nothing I could do. Bro, I was in no rush to get off that fucking plane. I said, listen, let me speak to somebody that's over your fucking head. This is ridiculous, bro. So, of course, they went and they called TSA, the whole 9 yards. They had 3 cops come on, and, you know, the cops were pretty cool. But they basically said the same shit. Like, listen, bro, we don't even know what the fuck happened. The pilot doesn't know what happened. Nobody knows what happens. But they've decided to just ask you to get off the plane. At this point, 2 other passengers that kind of witnessed the whole thing, they were eye shot. They were like, listen, he's had his mask on the entire time. And they just were like, listen, the call's already been made. So they have complete say-so and control over who, you know, can be on the plane and can't be. They said they want you off. You got to get off, buddy. So anyway, yeah, man. So I'm going to add some of that footage, you know, in there just a little bit. I'm gonna add some of it into the video, but
this thing.
Good.
The lady told me to put my mask on while I was drinking my water. I said, I'm drinking my water. She said, you have to put it back on immediately after the sip.
Okay.
I immediately put it back on. I didn't resist. I wasn't combative was the word she just used when I asked her. I wasn't combative. So if she's saying because I'm a male or because I'm black, it's combative, there was no combativeness. I put it back on immediately.
It's true.
Right, exactly. I have more than one witness here that saw this. Right? I didn't put up any resistance or whatever. I put it back on immediately, right? And I'm just here talking to my girlfriend. So now the question is, how is it that she can fabricate this, make up this lie, and say that I didn't put the mask back on?
I don't know, man. At this point, it's the FAA's call, and the FAA says you can't fly right now.
Right, but there was no FAA here.
The FAA controls the entire airport.
Right, and they're going off of what she told them, which is a lie.
Buddy, that's not my call, okay? not my call. My call is to get you off the plane. Okay? If you want to complain to Spirit, you can complain to Spirit later. That's up to you. But right now, you got to get off.
Get off the plane and do what?
Huh?
Get off the plane and do what? I have
I don't
a
know.
flight.
You can rebook. I don't care. But right now, you got to go off the plane.
Hello?
Come on.
Hey, brother, you play it cool, you got action at him. You play it cool, you got action at him.
Go ahead and get this guy's information, man.
The point is, man, you gotta avoid these situations because unfortunately, as unfair as it is, you just ain't got any wins nowadays, bro. So your best bet is to just avoid it at all costs. I know a lot of you motherfuckers don't want to hear it because trust me, I don't like to comply. I can't stand rules. I don't like fucking authority, especially unauthorized authority. But the times that we're living in, man, you're gonna have to play ball. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna take the loss. I mean, I had to fucking pay for this fucking hotel room in a fucking random city that I didn't even plan on being in. I'm gonna make the fucking best of it. Got a lot of spots I'm gonna check out tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in Louisville for 24 fucking hours because that was the next flight that they could put me on. But hey, shit happens for a reason. We're gonna see what happens. This is a cautionary tale. Avoid women that abuse authority. All right, guys?